Now, football is peaking in Europe. The UEFA Champions League is in its glorious phase. The top teams are battling it out. Who will be crowned the best in Europe? Spanish giants Barcelona are through to the knockout stages. They are followed by rivals Real Madrid. Winners of last season's Premier League, Manchester City, are also through. But what about their rivals, Manchester United? The famous Red Devils, the most popular football club in the world. Their journey has not just been rocky and shaky, but disappointing. Ever since the era of Alex Ferguson and then later on Cristiano Ronaldo ended, the Red Devils have not found their winning rhythm. Things were looking up when Erik Ten Hag took over as coach last year. He led his team to a thumping victory over Chelsea, which helped United qualify for the Champions League in the first place. But that's all the joy that they have seen, which brings us to today. Manchester United have been knocked out of the Champions League. They were handed a 1-0 defeat by German giants Bayern Munich. But it was the where and the manner that they were defeated in that sticks out. Man United are a force to reckon with, especially when they play at home, the iconic Old Trafford. During the 27 years under Alex Ferguson, Manchester United lost only 34 times when playing at home. And things have only been downhill ever since, because in the last 10 years itself, the Red Devils have lost 35 matches at home. Under Erik Ten Hag, United have had 4 losses at Old Trafford, and the season is not done yet. That's also what Ten Hag believes, despite getting knocked out of the Champions League. Here's what he had to say after that home turf loss to Bayern.
There's still many things to play for. And now we can focus, of course, on the Premier League. And yeah, this is, I think, say the level we want to play, Champions League. So yeah, we have to give every effort in and to be in the top 4. So we next year we are back in the Champions League, and then of course we have the FA Cup. So there's still many things to play for.
Listening to that, it seems like the mood in Old Trafford is onwards and upwards. And put this loss aside, not a bad outlook to have if you're a sporting team, because this can become a habit. You lose and you move on. No course correction, no reworking of strategies, and no changes. That is a recipe for disaster. So what is the biggest challenge that United need to overcome? First of all, it's the injuries. In the first half of the match against Bayern, United lost Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw to injuries. Strikers Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial had to miss the game because they are both battling illnesses. Other star players like Mason Mount, Casemiro and Christian Eriksen are suffering from injuries too. You won't believe it, but 11 players are on the sidelines due to injuries. The Red Devils are basically playing with their second and third string of players. Now, it's unfortunate for the team and the coach. They agree too.
So why did this happen? And this is, I would say, it's a symbol today. We have to make subs, and we're losing players, and we're losing also players who are very decisive for our game, who can make the difference. And I think that was in many games also the case in this campaign, that we not always had the players available who wanted to play, and that's definitely a part.
Now, the Champions League is over for Manchester United. They will now have to focus on the Premier League. They will have to finish top 4 in England to qualify for the Champions League next year. That looks like quite the mountain to climb at this point. But the first thing on Ten Hag's agenda will be to bring his team together. The home defeat would have left the players dejected. The reports of rift between manager and players can't be all false, especially when players from other clubs whisper the goings-on in the Manchester United locker rooms. This is the right moment for true leaders to shine, to put aside differences and rise above it to create something special. Is Erik Ten Hag the man to do just that and prepare a comeback? Can he script history books just like his very illustrious predecessor, Alex Ferguson, did? Or will the Champions League loss open more wounds along the road ahead?